Hello everyone, myself Sachin Gaware from RBMB College, Shrampur. Today we start our next lecture from Mathematics paper 2nd for the chapter Probability Distribution. Now in this chapter we have to study three concepts. First one is random variable. First concept is random variable. Now this random variable is also denoted by R dot V. Is also denoted by R dot V. R for random and V for variable. Now to see before this random variable, definition of random variable, let's consider a sample space S for an experiment of tossing three coins. Now if we toss the three coins, the outcomes are HHH, HTH, TH, HHT, then TTT, TTH, THT and HTT. These are the 8 outcomes when we toss the three coins simultaneously. Now here it is n of s equals to 8. Now suppose we consider only the number of heads. If we consider only the number of heads from this sample space, then the number of heads, the value of number of heads becomes maybe 0, 1, 2 or 3. Means what? It means that there are some outcomes for a sample space in which there are 0 heads. Maybe there are some outcomes, maybe 1, maybe 2, depending, maybe some outcomes where there are the 1 head only, and likewise for 2 and 3 heads. So now it means that if we consider the number of heads only, or one can define only the number of tails, then these outcomes converts to the numbers. This outcome convert to the numbers. In this, each number represent one or more outcomes. One or more outcomes from this sample space. Now again, if we consider an experiment in which suppose we toss 10 coins. If we toss 10 coins, then the sample space S contains 2 raised to 10 outcomes that will be found 1024 outcomes, and it is impossible or very hard to list all the outcomes, 124 outcomes, to write and study. So on this sample space of tossing 10 coins simultaneously, if we define a number, that is, let we consider only number of heads, then all these 1024 outcomes contributes to the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 10. 0 to 10 means we get only the 11 possible values which cover all the sample space containing 1024 outcomes. Such a definition, such a numbers are varies from the outcomes of a sample space. So these numbers are called as random variable. That is, if we denote here x is the number of heads then the value of x, or we can say the range set of x, becomes 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 10. And so this is called as a random variable. So we can define an random variable. So we can define an random variable as it is a real valued function. It is a real valued function from sample space S to a real number. Sample space S to a real number. So the definition of random variable is, finally we get the definition, that is, random variable is the real valued function from the sample space of a random experiment to a real number. And now when we define an random variable, if we define a random variable on a sample space of a random experiment, we get the set of real numbers. We get the set of real numbers. Now next, on the nature of this random variable, on the basis of nature of the random variable, there are two types of random variable. One is the discrete random variable and another is a continuous random variable. One is the discrete random variable and another is a continuous random variable. Now first we see the discrete random variable, which is also denoted by DRV. Which is also denoted by DRV, that is discrete random variable. Now a random variable which takes some specific values, is called as a discrete random variable. For example, number of students in classroom. Now we know that the number of students may be 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on, depending on the strength of that classroom. Say we say dash dash. Now it is clear that this discrete random variable is countably infinite. It is countably infinite. Now again, in second example, suppose we define the number of heads in tossing three coins. Now if we toss the three coins, the number of heads are 0, 1, 2 and 3. So these are the examples for discrete random variable. Remember that discrete random variable takes some specific values, and discrete random variable is either finite or countably infinite. Now the second type of the random variable is continuous random variable, which is denoted by C.R.V, that is CRV, continuous random variable. Now, a random variable which takes all possible values in given interval. That variable, that random variable is called as continuous random variable. For example, speed of a bike. If we define random variable as the speed of bike, or weight, or height of a student, or some object, or a skyscraper, then blood pressure of a person, or hemogram HB of a blood sample. These all are the examples for continuous random variable. Since, for example, in first example, speed of a bike, we cannot say that the speed of bike is either 50 km/h and then next speed is directly 51 km/h. We cannot say like this. It may be 51.1, 51.2 and many more values. There can be all possible speeds. The bike can take all possible speeds between 50 km/h to 51 km/h, and such random variables are called as an continuous random variable. And remember one thing again, continuous random variables are continuous random variable taking infinitely many values. Continuous random variable always take infinitely many values, and the discrete random variable takes finite or countably infinite values. Now in next section we see the discrete random variable. Now we see the discrete random variables. Now the first type of random variable, that is discrete random variable, that is DRV. Now again I recall the definition, that is discrete random variable means a random variable which takes the some specific values, or we can say some particular values, is called as a discrete random variable. Now for this discrete random variable we define a probability distribution. Now this discrete random variable, for this discrete random variable we say first the probability distribution, PD. Now what is the probability distribution? Suppose we consider an experiment of tossing 3 coins. Then the outcomes are HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, then TTT, TTH, THT and HTT. These are the 8 outcomes. Now suppose on this sample space, yes, we define an random variable x as number of heads, then the x takes the values 0, 1, 2 and 3. X takes the values 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now we prepare a table. Which shows the values of x. That is the value of x, random variable x takes the value x. Now here the values are 0, 1, 2 and 3. The values of random variable x are 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now here we write the corresponding probabilities, that is probability for value, corresponding value for the random variable x. Now for the first value of random variable, that is the 0, now find out all the elements from the sample space having random variable x as a 0 value, that is the 0 heads, because we define the random variable as number of heads. Now this sample space containing only one element, that is TTT, which containing 0 heads. So the probability that x takes the value 0 is 1 by 8, because there are total 8 outcomes. There are total 8 outcomes in a sample space. Yes. Now for the next value 1, that is the number of elements. Find the number of elements in which random variable takes the value 1. That is, we have to find all the outcomes containing one head only. Now here the outcomes which contains one head are such a 3 outcomes are available, that are TTH, THT and HTT. These are the 3 elements, 3 outcomes of a sample space which containing only one head. So its probability is 3 by 8. Its probability is 3 by 8. Similarly, there are 3 elements which containing 2 heads, that is the random variable taking the value 2. So again corresponds to this 2. The probability is 3 by 8. And similarly, lastly, the random variable taking the value 3, that is containing 3 heads, there exists only one element. So when we take the random variable x takes the value of 3, its probability becomes 1 by 8. Now observe, in this table we write the values of the random variables and corresponding probabilities. So such a table, such a tabular representation is called as probability distribution. Probability distribution for an discrete random variable. So the probability distribution for a discrete random variable means what? It is the tabular representation. Of an random variable and the corresponding probabilities of that random variable taking that values. So this usually we write this probability distribution in tabular form. In some cases we write this probability distribution in order pair forms. That is, if we try to represent this probability distribution in order pair form, this can be written as like this. That is 0, 1 by 8, 1, 3 by 8, 2, 3 by 8, and lastly 3, 1 by 8. That is an order pair whose first element is a value of random variable and second element is the corresponding probabilities. Now the generalized definition for the probability distribution is the tabular form which shows the values of random variable, say x1, x2, x3 and so on, xn, and the corresponding probabilities, say p1, small p1, p2, p3 and so on, pn. This representation is called as an probability distribution for an random variable. This is called as a probability distribution for an random variable. Now the second type is PMF, that is probability mass function. PMF means probability mass function for an discrete random variable. Probability mass function for an discrete random variable. Now what is the PMF? PMF is the particular case of an probability distribution. PMF is the particular case of an probability distribution. Now consider this probability distribution. If it satisfies the two conditions, first condition, if it satisfies the two conditions. First condition, that is every pi is greater than or equals to 0, means each probability must be greater than or equals to 0. And second case is summation of pi over I runs from 1 to n equals to 1. That is, if we take the sum of all these probabilities, if that sum is found to be 1, then this probability distribution is called as an probability mass function, that is PMF for an random variable, discrete random variable x. It is called as an PMF for an discrete random variable x. Now in next lecture we study the PMF of an discrete random variable. Now we have to find some new concepts or some probabilities if we have given the probability mass functions. Thank you.